Hello, my name is Elise, and I'm a children's librarian at the Acton Memorial Library in Massachusetts. I also work at the Needham Free Public Library and the Wayland Free Public Library, doing some story times and drop-in crafts. Today I'm here with a family activity for you that I'm calling Potato Prints. I already did one video that showed how to use potato prints with cookie cutters. But today's video is going to be on just using the shape of the potato and cutting it maybe with a knife or not cutting it at all. But I have some nice extensions of this craft that can even be made into puppets, or you can make books with these. So let's start. So I'm going to show you the things that we'll need. Now this is part of a russet potato that's been cut in half. This is a red potato. I also have white potatoes, and I even have these little teeny tiny potatoes that I bought that I thought would be fun for this. I have a cutting board and a very sharp knife. When I do these potatoes, you have to cut them in half, and you need a very even surface. If your knife moves and the surface is uneven, the paint will not adhere to it and the print will come out with an uneven or incomplete paint surface. So I like to use a big knife. I can make one quick big cut. Now a russet potato you can cut in half, and then you can cut it in half again, and you can get 4 parts out of it. Potatoes have a lot of moisture. You're going to want to blot it while you're preparing everything. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that I made. I took potatoes, cut them in half, and then I painted them. And these are some of the things that came out. As you can see, potato prints aren't perfect, and you get uneven surfaces. You also get uneven shapes because potatoes are not perfectly round. Now these uneven shapes and incomplete surfaces are not mistakes. They're part of the charm of potato prints. You get the surface of it, you get the silliness of the shape, and you also see textures in them. And in one of the projects I did, these silly shapes lend themselves to making very funny potato people. So I used different colors, and as you can see, I had some uneven surfaces where paint did not adhere, but those aren't mistakes, and they're very fun. Now I like using grid paper because it just helps me. So I'm going to make some very quickly with you. I'm using poster paints. They're inexpensive and they're washable. And you can get them almost at any craft store. You might even find them at your pharmacy or drugstore in their office supply and back to school section. This is a metallic gold paint. I just paint it, I put it down, I press down, so maybe to help the surfaces hit the paper. I hold the paper and then I lift up. And there is my gold shape. Now I'm going to make a different color. I also have metallic paint, and again, these are washable. They're tempera paints, or sometimes called poster paint. And again, you can find them in the same places. And there's a pink one. And I'm also going to show you just a regular color because I did the metallic, the glitter, and now I'll just do a regular nice navy. And you don't want too much paint because the potato will slide a little bit when you put it down. But the other thing that happens is you can print a few times from the same amount of paint. You get a different effect, but it can be nice. And that's what those are. Now, I'm going to just have fun and make a snowman shape, okay? Snowmen are big, And I need 3 circles. So this is my russet, and this is the biggest one. So this will be the bottom of the snowman. So, and then I need a middle-sized part, and I think I'll make this silver. Okay. Here it goes. And I'm going to put it on top just like a snowman. Oops, it came out kind of close in size. Now I need the head or the face. And I think I'll do that in gold. Now, once you have printed this and let it dry, you can decorate it. Your child can make a face, add a hat, and so on. So, you're not done just because you've printed. And there, doesn't exactly look like my snowman. My sizes are a bit too big, but that's okay. You can experiment and have more fun. And I want to show you a book that I have that I believe is out of print. It's called Potato Printing by Helen Haddad. That was written over 40 years ago. And it's sort of a classic on potato prints. And she has made some very fun things, cutting out potatoes in different shapes. So a rabbit, the sun, and a boat, and waves done with triangles. A nice spinning sort of wheel made out of triangles. There's her snowman made on black paper with white ink, and so on. So I have cut out some shapes to show you that I did, not with cookie cutters, but just with a knife. So here's a triangle. And what's fun with the triangle is that you can make a pattern. And I'll show you how to do that. So there's one side. I'm going to turn this over. And I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to blot it. And there's my, it looks like a slice of pizza. But I'm also going to add some colors. And and I'm going to make a pattern that could be repeated. Okay, got a bit too much ink, so I'm going to blot it a little. I'm going to turn it upside down. And then I think I'll use yellow. So, there it is. And then I'll show you the little pattern that I created. So this is what to do. Oh, I forgot I turned it the wrong way, but that's okay. Now, so if you don't have cookie cutters, you have lots of options. Here are 3 sort of rectangles or stripes I made. And I'm going to do those in gold, silver, and pewter, I think. So there's the gold. Here's the pewter, the copper. And here is the silver. And I seem to have lost one of my, here. Oh, there it is. Here's my paintbrush. Okay. And you can do, so this was easy to do. Only parents or caregivers should be doing this part, the cutting. And I did some stripes. Now, for fun, I made a square or a rectangle. And when you trim the parts of the potato, you end up with things like this. And it looks like an orange slice. So or an apple slice. So let's see how that came out. And you can compose a picture. That could be the moon, maybe, or a slice of pizza, or all kinds of things. And these are some of the other shapes that I ended up with. And you could make a flower out of these. That would be very pretty. Petals and cut green leaves. I made a little bit of a mess, but there it is. So lots of things could be done. Now when I bought these little potatoes, I thought they're going to be great. They're almost like big thumbprints. So let's make some large thumbprints. And these could be just So much fun. Here's the red dot. They're polka dots. And there they are. And I may take a littler one. And maybe I'll make this a teal blue. And this goes, whoop, I smeared it a little. But as you can see, there's so many things and shapes you could make that you could really compose your own picture. Now, I read a book that inspired me that's called Potato Pants. It's by Laurie Keller. It's published by Macmillan. She is a very funny author and illustrator. And she came up with this story about a potato. And he was very excited because there was going to be a sale at his local store of potato pants. It was a one-day sale. And he got up and ran to the store. He really liked the pair of pants just for potatoes in the window. But he had trouble going in because of something that had happened the day before. It's a story about a behavior, forgiveness, apologies, and so on, and all's well that ends well in this story. And this inspired me in the next little extension of this project. I had made all these circles, and I decided to cut them out. Now, Laurie's book had a very nice thing in it. At the back of the book, she had a page that was just decorated with potato pants that she had drawn. I went to the photocopier and I printed out the page and I made some of the pants larger. And you could make your own pants. You could just cut them out, color them and decorate them using markers or crayons or pencils and have a very funny, silly time. So then I took my potato shapes and I matched them up with pants. And they came out really well. And some of those mistakes that you get from potato prints, like the shape of it, looked really good when they were put on pants. They acquired personalities. And the next step was I took a Sharpie and I began making faces and personalities came out. And these were really cute. And then I said, oh, these are so much fun. Maybe I can make puppets. And these are just my little prints. But I put popsicle sticks on the back. Now you can use thin ones, thicker ones. You could use a pencil or a chopstick. You have lots of options. But after I made my popsicle sticks, I said, I want to do some things with all of these little potato pant creatures. And I decided to try making a book. And this is a book called Friends. And it's about two potatoes. This one is rotting a little. And this is what we call an accordion book. I cut out a piece of construction paper that's about 4 by 5 inches, one for the front and one for the back. And then I put paper in the middle. And this is my accordion book. And I attached it with glue and stickers, and it folds together. And you can make your book even longer by adding more paper. Now another book I made is this paperback book, or paper bag book, not a paperback, a paper bag. And it's called My Book. And this is made out of what we call paper lunch bags, the smallest ones I could find. And you take each bag, and there's a front that opens and the bottom, and you alternate. So this one has the top going in this direction. The next one is reversed. The top is here, and then the next one, the top is there. It's very easy, and I use 3. You can make many more pages. So top, 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 it varies. And then I just stapled it. And this book is really fun. It has a front and a back cover. It also has something really cool. It has its own little flap. And you can tell a story about anything, your friends, your family. You can make a potato pants family. So, and I hope you have fun with these potato prints. I've showed you a lot of things that can be done. In the first video, we worked just with cookie cutters, but you don't need cookie cutters. You can just cut simple geometric shapes. You can use just the shape of the potato itself. Here's my triangle. Here's a round shape. Here's a moon shape or a petal. And then you can buy different potato sizes to make polka dots of all different sizes and to play with them. So I hope you have a great time with these potato prints. You need paper, potatoes, someone to help cut, and poster or tempera paints. So have a great time and thanks. Bye.